How to choose the best blog topics, day 2. Choosing the best blog topics for your new blog post is the best way to make money from blogging. If you're starting out reading this post and want to take yourself from a writing enthusiast to professional blogging, this is how it goes. Perhaps you have plenty of interests and you're not sure which is your niche market and what you should be targeting. You might have no idea how to take your blog to the next level and make money online by writing. This post is going to clear up all the cobwebs. I will guide you on how to choose the best blog topics and keep your audience interested and, better still, coming back for more. Here are 4 simple points to help you choose the best blog topics. In a recent post, I pointed out how important it is to know your target audience. It's the first step towards choosing an interesting and valid topic. First one is identify your target audience. If you identify your target audience, then you can create content, and the best blog topics will be aimed directly for your audience. Everything boils down to having an interested audience. As such, understanding your audience is crucial to the success of your blog. Start by reading emails from your audience. They're full of questions and full of information that you need to know. They are your guide to the best blog topics that they will need from you. In fact, you will find that the longer time you spend on your blog, the better you will understand your audience and what they're going to need from you. The more time you spend understanding your target audience, the more connection you will have with them. Your blog becomes a connection line between you and your audience. Therefore, your topics need to be selected in a way that your readers connect with you. You should blog about subjects that your audience are familiar with. This is the key to selecting the best blog topics. Next one is make your content relevant. If you're looking at being popular or you're seeking to be relevant, you will need to establish your target audience and know the subjects that you're presenting to them are relevant to their interests. Becoming popular is going to become a natural progression if you're relevant, and you can remain focused on your niche market. On this point, we should be asking, what is a niche market? A niche market is a specific customer group. A niche market has specific needs. They may be price-orientated, politically motivated, or have very special interests. It's a market segment. For example, sports channels like Fox Sports are targeting sports enthusiasts. The tighter your niche, the better you can develop the best blog topics that are relevant to your niche. If, for example, you are in the pet food niche, you must be able to focus on relevant articles that deal with pet health. There is no point in publishing articles that deal with SSL or site security on your pet food posts. You will simply lose your audience and they will lose interest. Moreover, you will be out of context and definitely not find the best blog topic that's going to interest your audience. Current news. Current news is always the flavor of the day. Politics, gossip, current news. Although timeless information is absolutely vital and you will get constant traffic from it, you must stay in the present. Your blogging needs to be relevant, fresh, and trending. You should know that whatever it is being currently tweeted is favored by algorithms of Google and any other web spider. If Google favors your current topics, your ranking will improve dramatically. Focus on giving answers to questions your target audience is always asking. Earlier, I explained that one of the best ways to find the best blog topics is to read emails from your subscribers. They have questions and they're seeking advice. If you are in a position to give solutions to their problems, you give them advice, you are reaching their ultimate question and answer. This is your goal. This is what is totally relevant to your audience. Your competition is the best guide for blog topics. Shocking as it may sound, you must find out what in your niche your competitors are doing and you must copy it. Here is Oscar Wilde's quotable quote: "Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness." So in this case, I would go a step further and explain a little bit better. I'm not asking you to copy or steal content. It's totally frowned upon and it will hurt your site. However, following examples of blogs that are in your niche and which are ranking high is a process that will help you identify the best blog topics. For example, let's take the keyword trending subjects. I just like BuzzFeed News. And here I have created a lot of impact by checking on health. You get 25 unique cheat sheets on make cooking healthier and make it less of a chore. This is a perfect blog site for an example. It's just the structure that makes this blog site so wonderful. So how could this be relevant to your blog? It really is, even if you're just writing about search engine optimization or traveling. Here is a breakdown of what is interesting in this trending health post. First of all, we have visually interesting recipes. We have easy to understand headlines, no complicated stuff. You have a structured list starting from recipes to ingredient breakdowns to sauces and specific oils. You have a solid and relevant content contribution to anyone who's really interested in health food made easy. So this is just to give you an idea of structure. Now we're going to see how we're going to transform these highlights to what's relevant to our blog. First of all, visuals for easier reading. Next is interesting headers that keep our audience on their toes. After that, we need to have a structured list which makes our subjects flow from introduction to body and conclusion. And the fourth is fresh and interesting content that keeps your audience begging for more. As you can see, although we were looking at a health food blog, the great way in which this post was structured is totally relevant to anything we want to blog about. Therefore, use your favorite rival blogs for inspiration, not for copying. And you do the rest of the job. Let's face it, no matter what you will say, it's been said before. However, if you say it in your voice, with your flavor, your twist, it becomes unique content. Choose from topics that have universal appeal to your particular audience. Remember, to give solutions to problems whilst remaining appealing is the name of the game. Therefore, let's get down to it. Make a list of your favorite blogs. Check out what their ideas are. Look at their approach. Look at their techniques. See which style you like best and copy it. As far as I said earlier, it's definitely not cool to steal content. However, it's cool to copy a structure. Stay fresh, remain original, and give a little bit of yourself inside every single blog. This will become your best blog style. As I said earlier, it's quite important to know what your competition is doing. So, if it gets to the boil point and knowing what the competition is doing, this is how you're going to have to learn to grow. This time, however, I'm going to explain a way by which you can identify who is doing better than you and why they are doing better than you. Here is some visual that is quite important to give you an idea. I got this from BuzzSumo. I just blogged in choose the best blog topics. And here is what I got. I have a whole list of competitor sites, what they're doing, what is being asked, how often people have hit on their site. All the information you need to know, it's just there. I like blogalina.com and look at what Alora is saying that I am not. I look through it and realize that we are more or less saying the same thing. However, what I missed is finding a topic source. This is just an example of finding not just the best blog topic, but also finding your personal voice and your structure. You will not just find out what is trending, but you will surely want to know who's on that list. You will also find who stays fresh, what stays fresh, and after an expiry time, the evergreen posts are the ones that will always be on demand. Your target audience is satisfied? You can go from a writing enthusiast to a professional blogger. Next, you have to always listen what's in social media conversations. We spend so much time browsing through Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, what have you, all the places where you can get anything that's interesting. Instagram, for example, visualized perfect. So throughout this post, I've been asking you to listen to what your audience is asking. If you're a complete newbie and you're still trying to find your feet and have no audience, you can still find a solution to this very simple answer. Check out what your potential audience is saying. Join Facebook groups. They're directly relevant to your niche market. Check out their questions, their anxieties. What you will find will be a huge source of topics and information that is directly relevant to what you are blogging about. Finally, always remember that even if you find the best blog topics, your audience is evolving. So allow yourself some flexibility in order to be able to grow your audience. If tastes and needs shift, you should always go along with the flow. Even when you think you have your target audience figured out and therefore can give them the best blog topics, you will still need to keep understanding what your target audience needs. They evolve, and so do you. Always make a list of your daily targets, what you want to give your audience in order to keep them coming back. List your blog titles, refine them, and hone in on your calls to action. Bottom line, this is what will pay for your blog. Have you found Day 2 interesting? Good. Would you like to get plenty more of this information? Make sure you're subscribed to www.setmefreefinancially.com. Thanks. Hear from you soon.